In saying that your brand's like very rooted in LA, and obviously that's a big inspiration for your brand. Take us through like the meaning, you know, and what that means to you guys, and how you guys are, you know, turning Junkyard.LA into a visual representation of your guys', you know, version of LA.
So I have like a short version and a long version. So I mean, the short version is kind of just like when you go through LA, you guys seen it, bro. You guys drive around. It's not as glamorous as people think it is, you know. Like you go Skid Row, it's all crazy, bro. Like you think of a junkyard, you don't think of the best, most positive thing, you know. So that's why I decided to use the Junkyard name, and I also feel like how can I relate to this name as well, and I feel like how do people relate to this as well, because not everyone's from LA, you know. Yeah. And so I feel like everyone has their own like battles, I guess you could say, their own junkyard they have to deal with, and I do feel like with our new logo, the ever-ending circle, I feel like people always are trying to escape their own junkyard, but at the same time, like, you know, they do drugs, smoke, drink, whatever, just to try to escape it. Even when you do escape it, you can't really truly escape it because that's where you're from, you know? Yeah. So I feel like that's why we came up with the logo. I don't know, I just like the vibe, you know? Yeah. That's why I just like keep building on it, like trying to bring the idea out a little more. Yeah. But yeah.
And asking both of you guys, like how has it been obviously bringing these visuals to life and bringing that, you know, has it been easy? Has it been hard? Like obviously it's hard to bring an idea to life, but you know, you have such a great meaning to this brand. How has that been visually representing that?
Man, that shit hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit hard, bro.
It is.
But like me and him and our graphic designer, we go back and forth a lot on like what we should drop, what we should release. But like everything that you guys see on the page, everything that you guys are rocking is like pieces that made it past our like process of like, oh, does this represent like what we're trying to go for our brand? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so I guess it just really depends on like where we're at too, you know? Because sometimes like we think the simpler the better, but then sometimes we want to switch it up and make it crazy, you know? So I guess you can expect like more crazier stuff to come in the spring. Because I mean, as you can see, like Chris's hoodie or zip up, Kev's like zip up and so it's more simple, you know? It's more like everyday fit, good quality fit, you know? So like,
I think he explained this one here, the one he's got on this black hoodie. This one's tough.
Like that one's tough, and it got like
so
for those who can't see it, bro.
So I guess it was like kind of like a trial thing with the tapestry too.
Yeah,
like, me and Jay love the tapestry look, so I feel like it's like the back is kind of like anybody that rocks the hoodie, it's kind of like you're just, you know, you're floating out of the junkyard, you're trying to get out, you know. Yeah, and then like the thorns around it is kind of like a halo. Like you're the angel in your junkyard, you know? Yeah. You're the chosen one from your thing. So that's where you name it the chosen one.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so we thought about that for a little bit. Yeah. I mean, and I like naming the pieces too, you know, sometimes.
No, yeah, the collections.
It brings it all to life.
Yeah. That's hard, bro.
Sure.
That's cool, yeah.
Talk about some of the back end work that a lot of people don't see that went into doing this. Like,
damn.
He's more of the back end stuff, I'll be honest.
Like, well, like, first of all, I'm not sure if you guys like ever tried producing something overseas, like with China or whatever, bruh, that shit is like a whole process, because even to get one sample in, it'll probably take like 30 to 45 days just to do it. And then you have that type of back end stuff, and then we got like the ads portion, like running ads, and then like trying to, you know, make our videos pop, and then the content creation. It's like a lot of stuff to do for 3 people, but you know, we manage and we get it done. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially, bro, when you get the text from your manufacturer. Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah, literally just the other day, one of our manufacturers just messaged me. It was like, hey, we fucked up your guys' jorts. It's going to take another 15 days. And it's like, bro, now we don't have it for a shoot that we planned for this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then that also like kind of like helps us plan out like the future stuff too, you know? Like, yo, instead of giving us like 2-3 weeks to wait for that sample, we give ourselves like a month. Like a month, you know, and a half, just so we could really plan it out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those losses have obviously turned into like learning lessons. What are some of the big, like, I guess, learning lessons you've had to learn?
I guess for learning lessons, I mean, like just the process, you know? Like, I guess you could say like every little thing is a learning process, you know? Like the models, like, bro, like we've had instances where, just people would come late, or like, you know, certain things would happen, or this and that, where we didn't kind of like account for it. So, and then we rented the spot. These people, you know, it's just like a bunch of things, you know, like that you learn from, and then the sampling, and then just spending like unnecessary funds on like certain things that, you know, you didn't think you needed, or you thought you needed, but you didn't really need, you know? Yeah.
It's all trial and error at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's what becomes great though, you know? After you learn everything, you realize then you're like, okay. Yeah.
It's all business too.
Yeah.
It's all fun too, huh?
It's fun.
At the end.
As long as you guys are having fun, you're enjoying what you're doing, man.
That's one thing that people don't realize though. Like, you know, like you can't do it and if you don't do it for fun first. You know, like people always want to focus on like, yo, I need to chase that bag. I need to sell X amount of hoodies to get this and that. It's just like, bro, like that's not the right mentality. You know,
Yeah.
It's just the same with the podcast, bro. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys,
And that's one thing we say, like it's hard for sure. Like it's hard, and we all say like, man, we're tired, we're this, we're that. But at the end of the day, like, oh, that was fun. Oh, we did that, and we did that. You know.
Yeah.
But so that's like, I know for sure we feel what you're saying. Like it is hard and it's tough, but at the end of the day, it is fun for us. You know.
No, and we could personally even like understand, because when we went and did our rollout for season 1, we kind of tried to go with this idea we wanted and probably went too deep into this when in reality it could have just been a lot simpler, and like we didn't need to like put all the effort we put into in that. It was like a wasted effort. It was wasted money, a lot of
wasted
that type
money.
of thing. And now we know that going into season 2, like we're putting a lot more effort in our content rather than, you know, the rollout videos in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I could say. Personally.
And so do you guys also like cut and sew clothes as well? Do you guys play around with that, or
that's the thing, bro. Like, so for the hands-on stuff,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know how to sew. You know, I'll be honest, I would love to though. We actually talked. Me and Jay talked about it. We're like, yo, like we should like find either one of our close homies that does it.
Yeah.
To cut and sew, or like we should learn ourselves. You know, but it's such a big process that we rather just perfect it in terms of like designing it first and having it overseas, and then like, you know, because that's like kind of like a skill you learn. You know, just because you want to learn. You know.
Because something like us too, like we're not trying to start no fashion brand or clothing brand, but we are into fashion and we love that shit too. So where we, you know, we just like to dibble and dabble. Maybe one day we'll cut up and sew a hoodie or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know a good sewer.
Yeah. Send him or her my way.
Yeah.
Hey Connie, we got some work.
He's gonna shout out the boy AJ.
Oh yeah, BDA. What's up, BDA?
Yeah, he's a young fashionista himself. Huh?
Oh yeah.